Boston. Let the money run, it's a faucet. She gave me the that's a boss it. Took over the game, now we all in. I was down in the chips.
Snow and Lambeau, Coach. Something about that combo that just works, like peanut butter and jelly. And we've got half a foot of the white stuff and still coming down here in Green Bay. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Check. 80 weapon. Jim.
On second down, it's Jones. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Hey, 88. You draw quarters.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Whenever we call a game that's in the snow, we have to focus a little bit more, trying to make sure we've got the right numbers on players that we're calling, right? The right guys in the game. Think about the guys on the field. Their focus has to really increase as well because so many things coming at you. You got to make sure that you're really locked in on taking care of the ball.
Or if you don't, you cough it up like they did right there. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Look at me. Go, fight.
Off the bootleg. Costello. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
53. You're out. Alpha.
Off play action. Costello. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
Get 300. Get 300.
36. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got it.
30.
Mike 55.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 55.
Throwing is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's good for Packers. First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You go tight. You got tight.
Topper!
26. Check 24. Check 24.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Back.
To the 50. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 50.
He can't hang.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down.
I got you. Man, I got you.
Zoom. Hey, take 26. Hey, Echo.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Flushed out right. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Butt. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Green 18.
Check. Walk 54. Walk
Over.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Kill.
General West.
Kill. Hey, turn it up.
And that'll set them back 5.
Here we go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. After the penalty, it's Jones. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
319.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
They'll try the right side with Jones. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Ready? Kill, kill, kill. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Plant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Box it, box it, box it, box it. Back on.
This is Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Hey, check right, check right. Watch it now, Liz.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Mike 55.
Hey, high 7.
Now Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing on 1st down. Costello going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now Harris. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Rock it.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. On second down now, it's Jones. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on third down.
Watch that in. Tight end's right.
Jim. Hey, 88. Hey, Delta.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Hey, black.
Rodgers going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Switzer on the return. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Hey, Will.
Tight end right. Everyone got 4 down. Mike 5.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Costello. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
You see me? They can't stop me out here.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Costello going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
White now to return. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And an alley to run. A big run there by Jones. 46 yards on the ground. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You ain't got nothing. Slam.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Hey, you block over here. Hey, exit. 55.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Mike 55.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that will give us the very rare scoreline of 5-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Steelers take over. Let's go! Let's go! At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch safety.
Look, squeeze.
2nd and 1. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Ready? 15, Ronnie. 15, Ronnie. Go! Let's go!
Off the play fake. Costello. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
X3, 218, chop. Check 20. There. 25, check 25, check 25. Go.
Mike, 53.
They run again with Harris. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. From the gun, Costello, and that is incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the 2nd half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench, but this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I'm scared.
They'll go again to Jones. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, you block over here.
It's caught by OBJ. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Jones. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
198. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Now Jones. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At their 49-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Check. Check. Check.
Back to north. Get 300. Get 300. 5. Greystone, travel.
Here's Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
49. Check 49. Okay, over here. Shift. Check 30. 26. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Army.
Now Rodgers. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Game, baby.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now a play fake here on first down. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Zadarius Smith racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check the backer, check the backer.
You draw quarters.
Back to throw. Costello. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Let's get it.
Ready. 50, plant.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Topper. Undercrush.
Mike 53.
On 3rd and 2, Costello. Able to find Harris, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's our field. It's our field.
General West.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Big dance. Come.
Hey.
He's coming to you. Motion. Hey.
Ready.
Now here's another carry for Harris. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
On 3rd and 2, Costello. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Box it, box it, box it, box it.
Yeah. You don't want none.
Hey, Charlie.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll have a first down past the 40 and brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Check 50.
Gun.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers.
Check 13. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double.
They'll run it with Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
55's Mike, guys, 55. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Hey, check 26.
55. Check 55, Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Yeah, that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Hey, lock it.
A give to Harris. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start. But now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball. Getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
You don't want to. Check 31, check 31. Check. Go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge huge play at this point in the game. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On third down, here's Harris. And he's stopped at the 44. It's also a gain of 4, and now it's fourth down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Hey, high 7.
52, Mike, 52.
Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
Boom, boom.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Where's 52? Watch 52.
To throw is Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Get off the field, D.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, keep it.
Now Rodgers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on third and long.
Get 300. Get 300. Hey, Delta.
50.
Boxing, 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 boxing.
50, Mike, 50. Here we go, here we go.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson.
And that one? Oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Hey, Sam off.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Ready?
53 at the mic. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for Pittsburgh, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7.